Hello and welcome to the MENA Golf Tour 2014. This week we are in AIN for the penultimate tournament of the current season. AIN, that literally translates into a spring, is famous for its greenery in the United Arab Emirates. No wonder then it's also known as the Garden City. Home to 500,000 people, the city's developing into a preferred destination for tourists from the neighbouring Emirates for weekend getaways. As the name suggests, the AIN Equestrian Shooting and Golf Club is more than just a golf course. It's a sports complex. The course is touted as one of the most well-maintained facilities in the region. So it's appropriate it's the chosen venue for the last two tournaments of the 2014 MENA Golf Tour.
Everything's been going along quite well. Green's probably running around 10 feet on the step meter, so that's about normal for the tournament in previous years, I guess. There's a few par threes which are up a bit, so it's making it a bit easy for the guys, but the wind's picking up now, so hopefully that will stay around tomorrow and keep everything not too low for the course this year.
Stretching to 638 yards, the par 5 10th is the longest hole in the country. Water hazards on 12 of the 18 holes, coupled with strategically placed bunkers, make the day's play challenging and exciting. And the management is committed to further enhance a golfer's experience.
The old front nine is from probably 2001 it was finished, so the players probably can see out there it's a bit of the old style, whereas the back nine is of the new style. There's a lot more water in play, the mounding, you can see it around the golf course. It's a lot visually, you can see a lot better, so we're hoping in the future to do something with the back nine, the front nine, sorry, and get it on par with the back nine.
The 2014 MENA Golf Tour has been an exhilarating affair so far. With just a couple of tournaments left, the race to the Order of Merit finish line is hotting up. And like the professionals, the amateurs are also striving hard to finish among the top three to earn an invite to the Asian Tour's season-ending Dubai Open in December. And the top amateur also gets a ticket to the European Tour's Omega Dubai Desert Classic as well.
There's some really good amateurs. I mean, you're always on your toes every event. You know you've got to play well to finish on top, and obviously you get to play with some really good pros as well. I mean, the scoring every week is fantastic, so it's a really good boost to your game to, you know, really get yourself going.
The going's been great for this impressive Englishman. With 5 top 3 finishes in the Order of Merit Amateur Division, he's head and shoulders above the rest. But, true to form, he's focusing on travelling the distance.
It's quite hard to, you know, kind of not do the math and not think about it all, but I'm trying to just focus on my game and, you know, try and put some good numbers, shoot some good scores, and, you know, hopefully then that'll take care of everything. But yeah, no, I'm just going to try and relish the opportunity to be in this position for the last 2 rounds and give it my best.
James Allen found the going tough on the opening day though, and managed a 2-over par 73. The Ras Al Khaimah Classic winner Ahmed Marjan looked in fine touch, and he finished with an excellent 66. But the star of round 1 was Josh White, who carded a course record 9 under 62 in round 1. So this is how the leaderboard looked, a low scoring spree, 6 players 5 under 66 as part of 26 players under par for the first 18 holes. The Chelsea fan Josh White enjoyed a healthy lead at the top in the wake of his remarkable round that beat the previous course record of 63 set by Zane Scotland. Spain's Jose Bondia Gil shot a 7 under par 64 to move into contention. Winner of the Gala Valley Open Oman, Zane Scotland shot 9 birdies in another 64 to put himself slap bang in the mix. Meanwhile, Scotsman Tom Buchanan, playing on his home course, picked up the pace with 6 birdies to climb up the ladder thanks to a 65. So, after 2 rounds of the Golf Citizen Masters AIN, Jose Bondia Gil and Tom Buchanan closed in on Josh White. Zane Scotland had a memorable second round to move to 9 under, but he was still 4 shots behind the leader. One shot behind Josh White coming into the final round, 26-year-old Spaniard Jose Bondia Gil didn't enjoy the best of starts. That putt was for par. He ended up with bogey, 3 putting at the first. Things were no easier for Josh White early on. This at the second hole, the par 4 for par. He missed it, a bogey for him, and just 1 shot ahead of Gil. This was Daniel Owen with his second shot at the par 5 third, the 515-yard hole. He dropped a shot earlier at the second. That was an excellent approach shot. It set up the opportunity for eagle. He didn't make that, but he made birdie. On the same hole, Zane Scotland, the 7-time winner on the MENA Golf Tour, had this putt for eagle. And he holed it, and that meant he joined Jose Bondia Gil at 11 under par, just 1 stroke behind Josh White. Here was White with his 3rd shot on that same hole, and that set up a birdie opportunity, a perfect response to Scotland throwing down the gauntlet. The 32-year-old Lebanese golfer Peter Badawi holed that birdie putt at the par 4 5th. And he got a birdie at the 4th as well, so he was flying. Josh White on the par 5 6th had this for eagle. 563-yard hole, one of the holes without water. And White secured that putt. Tremendous stuff. Spaniard Javier Puig had this as a second shot at the par 3 7th. He birdied the 6th. Things went wrong at the 7th, and he ended up with a bogey. At the 8th, the par 4 416-yard hole, Daniel Owen had this for birdie. What an outstanding putt it was. It took him to 10 under par, very much in contention. This was Josh White's second shot at the par 4 8th. He found some trouble off the tee. And that second shot couldn't find its way as far as the green. So a problem for White, and that ended up for him as a bogey. On the other side of the coin, Jose Bondia Gil secured a birdie, so that was a 2-shot swing, White dropping back to 14 under and Gil rising to 12 under. Here's Tom Buchanan with a par putt at the par 4 9th, the 425-yard hole. But not reading that one correctly. so a bogey for Buchanan, and that dropped him back to 1 over for the day. On the 10th, Zane Scotland at the monster hole, more than 600 yards, and he secured a birdie. And that left him just 1 behind Josh White. Here was Jose Bondia Gil with a birdie putt at that same hole. He read it absolutely beautifully. There's the delight, and that left him just 1 behind White as well. Zane Scotland, this was for par at the par 4 11th, a picturesque hole with water on the left-hand side. He couldn't find the hole, so a dropped shot for Scotland, and that left him 2 behind White in solo 3rd position. So at the top end of the leaderboard, 3 Englishmen, a Spaniard, a Lebanese golfer and a Scotsman, all vying for the title. Xavier Puig had a bogey on the 10th, and Sharjah-based New Zealander Trevor Marshall had a 10 at the same hole, and both of those were slipping out of contention. Jose Bondia Gil, his best finish on the MENA Golf Tour, 12th in September's Sheikh Maktoum Dubai Open at the Al Badia Golf Club. Second shot for him there on the par 4 11th, and a very good shot too. Peter Badawi for par at 14, and well holed. Par for him, he's 5 behind Josh White. Zane Scotland now with a birdie putt at 12, the 373-yard hole, and he didn't like it right from the off there. That miss means he remains 2 behind Josh White. Here's Jose Bondia Gil again. Birdie putt at 11, and that should be enough to secure him par. Just 1 behind Josh White now, and he knocks it in. He remains 13 under. Daniel Owen, par putt at the par 4 14th, and nicely holed. Par for him, he remains at 10 under par. Josh White at 12, this for par, and he doesn't get it. He found the bunker on the right of the fairway off the tee, so he's still got a little bit of work to do there to get his bogey. Zane Scotland, meanwhile, at the 309-yard par 4 14th, his second shot. Hole which has got some water on the left. Josh White for his bogey now. He drops back though to 13 under par. Zane Scotland's birdie putt. This to move within a stroke of Gil and White. Terrific stuff from Zane Scotland. Here's how we stand then. 1 shot between the top 3 players on the leaderboard, and 3 others within 4 of the lead. It really couldn't be any closer. Tom Buchanan, he got a birdie on the 13th to move very much still in contention. Here's Zane Scotland on the par 3 15th, just 160 yards, very birdieable. And he's given himself an opportunity for birdie there as well. Quite a lengthy putt in prospect, but still a chance. Daniel Owen now, his second shot at the par 4 16th, the dog leg. Very nicely played indeed. A little bit of backspin and a birdie opportunity. Here's Scotland with his birdie putt. Oh, he gave it every chance, didn't he? Daniel Owen now for his birdie at the 16th. Excellent stuff. He underlines the fact it's not just about Zane Scotland, Joshua White and Jose Bondia Hill in the closing stages. Peter Badawi now at the last. This for birdie. And not quite. Little tap in for him though, and a final round of 69 to go with earlier rounds of 68 and 67. Very solid from him. He's the clubhouse leader at 9 under. Jose Bondia Hill at the short 15th, a chance to go into the lead on his own, and his birdie putt just slips by. Zane Scotland now with a birdie opportunity of his own at the par 4 16th. Oh, that's a tremendous putt. That really is. He judged the pace superbly. Wonderful stuff for Zane Scotland. He really knows what to do at the back end of tournaments, doesn't he? Daniel Owen with his third shot at the last, the 574-yard hole. He had a bogey at the 17th. Well, he's given himself a birdie opportunity there. And if he could get a birdie, that would give him a 68 in the final round. Jose Bondia Hill now on the 16th. This his third shot. One of 3 men tied for the lead at the moment. That's a pretty solid effort from the edge of the green. That should be enough for par. Daniel Owen at the last. Birdie putt for him. And excellent stuff. A final round of 68. That takes him to 11 under par, a total of 202. And Daniel Owen has set the pace. He's the clubhouse leader. Jose Bondia Hill now with a par putt at 16. Oh, goodness me. He's missed it. How crucial is that going to be? He could have led with a birdie at 15. He missed that, and now he's dropped a shot at 16. Are the nerves telling? Here's Zane Scotland on 18. His third shot. Little chip and run from him across the green. Beautifully weighted. That's fantastic. That really is top class, and that sets up an almost certain birdie, you would say. Zane Scotland taps in, 14 under par, a final round of 66. The pendulum has swung once more. Scotland knows what he's doing at the back end of a tournament, and he leads by 1. Tom Buchanan now for par at the 18th. He gets it, ends with a 71. A solid enough round, but not quite what was required over the final 18 holes. 10 under par, 203 for Buchanan. Josh White now. He's been in the winner's enclosure earlier this year at the Royal Golf d'Anfa Open in Morocco in March. He needs a birdie at the final hole to force a playoff. And he's given himself every opportunity. He almost managed an eagle there. Fantastic third shot. Just off the green, Jose Bondia Hill. His third, but he hasn't got the pace right there. He needed that to go in to join Scotland at 14 under par, so his chance now is gone. Birdie putt for the Spaniard. Tremendous stuff, but it's not enough, and he'll rue that dropped shot at 16 and the missed birdie at 15. A final round of 70 and it's a case of what might have been. Josh White now, though, with this putt to force a playoff, and he does so, and that's what it means. And we'll go back to the 18th tee. So Zane Scotland and Josh White set to do battle over a 55th hole. Jose Bondia Heel just subsiding towards the back end of his round. And Daniel Owen and Tom Buchanan, solid performances from them, but in the end, not quite enough. Josh White then on the tee at 18. Oh, and he's not happy with that. Straight away, right hand coming off the club, and that's the result. Not exactly a number one position, you might say. Can Zane Scotland take advantage? Lovely relaxed swing, and he seems very happy with the destination of that ball, and that's why. Ball racing down the fairway, and he is in prime position. Josh White now really needs something special. Well, that's a pretty good effort, isn't it? Given the circumstances. And of course, Zane Scotland has still got the opportunity to turn up the heat. Here he is, right in the middle of the fairway. Well, it's not in the heart of the green. So this playoff very much still in the balance. Josh White then, having played a really excellent recovery with his second shot. Oh dear, that third shot is not what the doctor ordered. He's still got a lot of work to do, and now it's advantage Zane Scotland. This is his third shot. And he's given himself a birdie opportunity, but both these players struggling at this playoff. Josh White now to really turn up the heat on Zane Scotland. Oh, it's lovely pace, but not quite the right line. So it looks as though he's going to get a par. And what that means, if he holds out, which he does, is that Zane Scotland now has a putt for victory. And White knows it. So this putt for Zane Scotland to secure the title. Yes, he's got it. Wonderful stuff from Scotland. He's now second in the order of merit, just behind Luke Joy. And with the final event of the season, the MENA Golf Tour Championship at this same course to come. Back-to-back titles for Scotland.
Well, it was kind of a strange situation because the playoff was against my good friend Josh, and I know that we're obviously both in a similar position because we want to finish top of the order of merit or get in the top 3 places or top 8 places for Dubai Open and Desert Classic. So that was on my mind. I was sad for him not to win, but I was obviously happy for myself. But still, you know, like he's obviously done well, and again for both of us, you know, it's kept him going.
First awards are the Sheikh Maktoum Golf Foundation Award, introduced to recognise the performances of the MENA nationals. First of all, the amateurs.
And in first place,
Mehdi Sassi, and he gets a gift voucher for 1,830 dirhams. Okay, and to the professionals, in first place from Lebanon, Peter Badawi, and $1,500. And for the main prizes, Golf Citizen Masters Alain leading amateur, with rounds of 69, 68, 70 for a total of 207, 6 under. From Morocco, Mehdi Sassi. And the 2014 Golf Citizen Masters AIN champion with rounds of 69, 64, 66, also 199, wins on a playoff from England against Scotland.
So, another success for Zane Scotland. I hope you've enjoyed this week's show. Until next time, goodbye.